Good evening, this is David Land. Let me get the stream up and running. Come forth. And we have somebody. This is David Land. Let me get the stream. Whoops. Let me go to Berlin's channel. Berlin. Now, I'm not going to try to pronounce Samir Berlin. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name. Let me look at your channel. You have 725 subscribers, 104 videos. Let me give you a blue wrench as a standard moderator. Scott Hummer, thank you for being here. I thought I had previously given you a blue wrench, Scott. Cold War Prepper, hello Lee. Bus Stop, how's it going? Good to see y'all. Scott Hummer, let me go. And Little Lone Prepper, my wingman or wing lady for this evening. Thank you for being here, Little Lone Prepper. Let me see what I can do. Oh, there you go. All right, you now have the Bud Files. Thank you for being here. Everybody should have a blue wrench standard moderator. And Uncle Al, good to see you. 6 in the house so far. We're just getting started. Let me say that the topic for this evening, which I put in my post on my wall, basically, we're going to be talking about prepping being a marathon and not a sprint, which means you're in prepping for the long haul, you're not in it for a short run. Now, in an emergency, and you have the funds available, you need to do some serious, you need to do some serious shopping. But from the standpoint, like if there's a hurricane or something, or you know that there's a storm coming, you need to make sure you have all the basics that you need to get by for that. But if you are a regular preparedness person who believes in being prepared, as in the Boy Scout motto, you'll already have all that. And what you might wind up doing is just, oh, I need to buy some gas, I need to buy a little more propane, let's go top off the tanks, maybe we need to get a couple more cases of water, stuff like that. So everybody, 8 in the house. For those of you who are just coming in, please leave me a like. I would appreciate it. It helps me with the algorithm. Makes me feel good. It's like a warm fuzzy. It doesn't cost you anything. Please tap that like button. And while you're at it, make sure you tap the bell icon to receive notifications when I post, when I upload a video, or when I upload a short. I uploaded 3 shorts today. That first short that I uploaded got almost 100 views in the first hour. I thought it was going to like boom, blow up, like you hear these stories about people getting a million views on something. Well, I didn't expect to get a million views, but I thought I might get several hundred. And then it tended to slow down, and it has over 100 views. But the other 2 videos that I've done, it seems like when I release a short in the first hour, I think both of the other shorts I released had like 60 in less than an hour. They both had 60 views in less than an hour. So there are certain people that just jump on it, and then it just slowly climbs the same way, when I do a video. In that first 24 hours, you'll usually have 100 and some odd people who will view it. And then it'll climb up at the end of the first week, it's usually 200 views. And at the end of the second week, it's over 300 views. And sometimes, by the end of the month, it'll have 400 or more views. I've got one that I think did 3 or 4 back that has over 500 views now. So 10 in the house, 7 likes. Please leave me a like. When you come in, I would appreciate it if you would please leave me a like. Now, something else I will tell you, and I will tell the lurkers, because there are probably going to be some lurkers out there. I appreciate everybody. When you lurk, you can see, like I've given you a standard moderator, so you can go and you can click on and everything. You can basically lurk around and be covert. But I don't get any view time for that. I don't get any benefit from YouTube from that. But if you will just leave me like a thumbs up, or if you'll say hi, or if you leave me some little funny icon or something other that identifies you, then I will get your view time. And I would appreciate that because I am trying to get my view hours up. Miss Cornbread, thank you for being here. Becoming Dangerous, thank you for being here. You didn't get a notification. I'm sorry. I will tell you this. You didn't get a notification. I had 47 channels that left me comments in my live stream from Thursday evening. And I had told everybody in my live stream, if you participate in my live stream, you leave me a like, you leave me, you comment in my live stream, I will post you on my community wall. So I did 5 community wall posts yesterday in which every one of those people, and plus there were 3 additional people that had went into my after the fact and went back and replay and did a replay on it. There were 50 channels that I linked in my community wall, and when I linked them and said please check out so and so, I listed all 50 of those channels, and I also told them that today what I would be doing today, what time and everything. So if you will stay with me, then you will get a notification. But in order to get a notification, you have to hit that bell icon. Otherwise, the only way you're going to get that notification, if you don't hit the bell icon, is to for me to actually link you in a shout out on my community wall. If that explains. Latoya Williams, thank you for being here. You did get a notification. Thank you. Old Fart Gaming gave you a comment and a sub. Vic Gluck. What the world is that? Subville Gluck? I don't know. Maybe that wasn't nice. I don't know. My German is very limited. Becoming Dangerous. Did you block him from this channel or your channel bus stop? Not to my knowledge. Unless he's somebody else. You know, I did block a couple of people who had done some inappropriate comments. Margie, thank you for being here. I did block a couple of people from the last live stream who did some inappropriate, sexual implications, that was not appropriate, for my channel, for decent society. So they did get put in timeout. They did get blocked, and on one of them, I actually reported them. So maybe that's somebody related to one of those. I don't know. But I will go back when the stream is over and I will look at it. And Little Lone Prepper, if somebody puts something up inappropriate, please use your and please delete that and block them for me. So I have 8 in the house right now. I've got 12 likes. So speaking on the subject of being prepared and prepping, prepping is something that you do every day of your life. When you go shopping, hopefully you look for the best buy. You comparison shop. Can you get, unless you're filthy rich and you can just basically flush money, then oftentimes you look for sales. You look for generics. You look for when they have a clearance. And then you'll go and you'll spend money. I purchased 20 of the ReadyWise 72-hour emergency food supplies at $9 a piece. I paid $180 and I got 20 of them. Now, at the time that I got those at $9 a piece, they were going at over $40 regular price. Right now, regular price is about $50. I got 20 of them, and they're good for 25 years. So, and I've had them for, I've had them stored for a couple of years now. But that was a clearance. They were wanting to clear it out. And then I got some, I mean, I buy a lot of stuff and I get deals on it because I look for it. I get it on clearance. I'm checking out channels right now. The other thing you will find is that I will go into channels and I will give them views because they've given me views. So if you came and you subscribed to me at some point in the very near future, and it may not be that same day, maybe a couple of days later, I will get back to you and I will do the same for you. However, usually when I do a live stream, I usually, if I'm going to subscribe you and I see that you're subscribed to me and I'm not subscribed to you, when I check your channel, I'll subscribe right then. And I'll let you know that I'm subscribing. Going fully hectic. Well, let me pull you up. And I will also tell you, when I give out a standard moderator blue wrench, they can be given, they can be taken away. If you if you abuse the privilege, it can be taken away. Now, another thing I will say for the benefit of somebody that came in, I go to their live streams periodically, and they normally have a couple of people that are acting as moderators for them. And those are the only couple of people that get a standard moderator blue wrench. Now, I have given this person a blue wrench, which gives them the option, if they see a channel they're interested in, they can click on it and they can connect. So my thought is, if I've done that for you and I'm a nice person and I behave myself when I come onto your channel and I make nice comments and I leave likes, then it would be nice if you would return the favor for me and give me a standard moderator blue wrench. Idaho Garden Girl, I am behind looking at my stream. Thank you for being here. Idaho Garden Girl has a wonderful channel. I encourage you to connect to her if you have not. She has been putting out some excellent videos on gardening. Likewise, I looked at several, and I was behind, so I think probably about 5 or 6 videos of Uncle Al's today, leaving comments, supportive comments, likes, a couple of his shorts. This man can cook. He can cook. Also, Uncle Al was my 1,100 subscriber winner. Guru and Wahoo the Eternal, who may be lurking around here someplace, I'm sure he'll come up at some point. He's my 1,200 subscriber giveaway. He should be getting his box on Wednesday. It's in the mail. He said he cannot get the Chipotle Tabasco where he's at unless he orders it, so I sent him some. Well, I've been sending Tabasco to people. Well, I tell you what, Lee, I appreciate you. Your channel's a lot bigger than mine. I'm growing, but you're still like 3,500, 38. You're 3,700 subscribers ahead of me. God bless you. I hope you get to 20,000. But like I said, you know, if I come onto somebody's channel, I'm going to leave a couple of nice comments. I'm going to make sure I leave them a like. I might even encourage people, say, please leave a like. If I see there's 20 some odd people in your stream and you've only got 10 likes, might make a comment that said, please leave a like, you know. And but I'm basically there to see what's going on, and perhaps there might be a channel that I'm not familiar with that I might want to connect to. Hello, Anthony. Give me a couple of minutes and I'll get to you. I'm working on trying to check people out right now. And my colleague, Little Lone Prepper, is linking channels for me. So she should be putting your channel up on the screen with the link to it. If you check through the stream right now, you'll see that most of the channels have got links to them at some point. So you can go there if you're looking to connect to somebody until I can get to you. Old Fart Gaming, I went to one of your videos. You were doing, he's always doing things and he's explaining what he's doing and how to do it and strategy and everything. I mean, I think I'm a little bit older than he is, but he's not, you know, super young. But a lot of this technology that we're using these days, it's relatively new. And, well, you know, it's new for us because I got my last graduate degree in 95. I mean, I've got 5 degrees. My last degree was in 95. And they were just coming out with the internet at that time. They had the internet in the library, on the campuses, computer labs, and the libraries at the college, at the university that I was attending, A&M, Corpus. And it was relatively new, and it was basically linked to libraries and government facilities and research facilities and a lot of that. And it didn't have a lot of the stuff that we have now. Wayne, the ungrateful peasant, is here. Thank you for being here, Wayne. And if I have not said so this evening, Lee, Uncle Al, Wayne, any of the rest of you that have served, thank you for your service to our country. Always thank the military. Always thank responders. Thank law enforcement, firemen, EMS workers. Thank those people who risk their lives, they don't get a lot of pay. They're not in it to be rich. Always thank them. Hello, Wondrous Nature. So I don't know if anybody would like to comment. I'm behind and looking at the comments right now. Would anybody like to comment about prepping being a marathon and not a sprint? Becoming dangerous. Okay. 16 in the house right now, 19 likes. I think there's probably a few of you in here who have not left me a like. If you have not left me a like, please leave me a like. Something else, some of you younger channels, if you're wanting to grow, all of my videos, I leave my email address and I put my P.O. box in it. If you will email me your phone number and say you would like to talk, I will text you and then make arrangements so we can have a conversation. I can talk to you about growing your channel, techniques you can use to grow your channel. I stopped working at the end of December of this year, past year. And when I stopped working, my channel had, and my channel was several years old, and I had probably 440, 450 subscribers at the time. And when I retired, I started doing a couple of videos a week. Uncle Al had been on my back about do 2, 5, 6 minute videos a week, do shorts, blah, blah, blah. And I hadn't been doing it. I was doing a video every 2, 3 weeks. I wasn't doing shorts. I had done 1 or 2 shorts total. And I wasn't using my community wall. There's a lot of things I was not doing. Oh, people are sneaking in here on me. Something awful. Let me go back and look at some channels and see about giving some blue wrenches. Good God Almighty, I'm so far behind. Golly, jeez, I'm so far behind. Some of you are just going to have to wait until the stream is over. I've had probably about 10 or 12 channels that have come through that don't have a standard moderator. I need to look at your channel. I need to examine it. I can't do that and also be trying to conduct my live stream and talk about stuff. So I'm just going to basically talk about stuff, and then after the live stream is over, I will go back and look at your channel, look at whether or not I can give you a standard moderator. I try to give everybody a standard moderator, provide you're not a bot, provide you don't do inappropriate content. And you know, and one of the channels that I got rid of, that I blocked and I did not give a moderator inch to, has something like over 2 million views, and they have something like 20 subscribers and like 2 or 3 short videos, and then they got 2 million views. To me, that's a bot. But somebody, you know, somebody's got a backup channel, or that somebody's got something that they're doing some weird stuff, so I didn't do that with them. Nita's Cooking Show, thank you for being here, Nita. Yeah, like I said, contact me. Look at one of my previous videos, like look at my 1,200 subscriber video. Get my email address, David, D-A-V-I-D, O as in Odom, David O. Lynn, L-Y-N-N, at gmail.com. Send me your email, or send me your phone number, and I will text you and make arrangements so we can talk, and I'll talk to you about prepping and talk to you about what you need. And I have done, if you want to look at some of my previous videos, I did one where I talked about how you can basically feed yourself for about $40 a week. And I talked about what you could eat, things that you could buy, things that would last, and things you can stock, and what you should have to exist on about $40 a week. And I mean, and eat decently. On my last Taco Talk, I did basic first aid kits. We talked about basic first aid kits. Got a video that I'm releasing on Tuesday that I basically go through a basic first aid kit. It's going to be a premiere, and I will go live after that premiere, probably for 30-40 minutes. So the premiere will be at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. It's a short one. It's going to be less, and or it's going to be about 10 minutes. And then probably I'll wait about 5 minutes to transition, and then I will go live. And then we'll talk about, you know, basically desegregate the first aid kit and what we talked about, and talk about prices and such. I'd be happy to talk about that. Nita's Talk. Good to see you, Nita's Talk. Now, another thing I would encourage you to do, after the live stream is over and it's complete, you know, let's say you leave the live stream and you're here for like 7 or 8 minutes, so you leave and go someplace else. Well, come back in about an hour and the live stream should be gone. It should be over. You can come back and you can leave me a comment, leave me a like, and I will make sure that I give you credit for that, that I will try to view one or two of your videos, and I will, when I do my next post on my community wall, I will link you on my community wall. So, just talking a little bit, I did 3 shorts today. One of them was on Hormel meals. That one got a bunch of views in a hurry. And you can get these Hormel completes. They're called Hormel completes. They are a it's sort of like a main and an MRE. They come in a little pouch type that has a peelable seal. It's a little bowl with a peelable seal. You microwave it for 60 seconds, or you can boil it to get it hot. They taste, they're like a Dingy Moore, or they're like an MRE main. They taste pretty good. And they are they'll get you by, and they're $2.25 right now. Matt Holbrook, he talked to Uncle Al had done one. He had done a short on similar meals, and Matt, who's a very good supporter, he's got a very good channel. If you like gardening, if you like outdoors, if you like cooking on a campfire and such, he's your guy. And he's linked on my community wall, so if you want to go over, if he's not in here tonight, and I don't really know who's in here right now, I would encourage you, 15 in the house right now, 24 likes. I would encourage you to go over and connect with him. He gets more views than he has subscribers when he does a video. You give his video a couple of weeks, and he's got 400 and some odd subscribers. He'll have 400 and some odd views. He'll literally have as many views or more views than he has subscribers. And I mean, his videos, he puts out some good stuff. I really appreciate him. He puts out some good stuff. And I found out that he speaks German. He speaks like multiple languages. He speaks German, is one of the languages he speaks. Good, real nice guy, very intelligent man. And he's all about family. He's all about family. So, when you reach out to a channel and you want to connect with them, you identify yourself as a new friend. You tell them, I'm a new friend, or I'm a new sub. I always will tell them that I'm giving them a like and what number like they're getting, whether I'm the first like because I just dropped the video, or I'm the 100th like, or whatever. I always tell them what like I am. Once you have the basics, don't forget fats, protein powders, and yes, that's true. We can, we could talk about that. It's a good idea if you're a little bit older like me. I take a low dose of Bayer aspirin every day, 81 milligram Bayer aspirin. You can get a you can get a bottle of 1,000 for like $10. It's a good idea to take a 1-a-day type multivitamin. You're missing vitamins or such. It's a good idea to take a multivitamin. It's also a good idea that if you take medication, that you try to have at least a 3-month supply of it on hand. Most insurances will allow you that they will issue you 3 months of medication at a time. And depending on the cost of the the cost of the medication, you may want to, and most doctors will write a script for like a year's worth of a maintenance medication, so that you don't have to go back to them for like once a year. You may want to buy some additional, medication, because in a grid down situation, you do not know how long you will be in a situation where you will not have access to that. Travis Sandys, eat bread. Yes, I will tell you, you buy, you buy several loaves of bread. How long will bread last? Well, you can freeze it, but then you have to have the power to keep it frozen. Um, it's got a limited shelf life. Crackers, on the other hand, unless you're buying like shelf stable, you can buy shelf stable bread like what they would put in an MRE. You can get packs of it. You can go and you can get packs of it. You can get a box of it. It's expensive. What I tell people is buy crackers. Buy crackers. You can buy a box of crackers for $1.25. It'll last you it'll stay good for a couple of years. You rotate them. And I encourage people to buy crackers. Peanut butter is a good protein. Buy peanut butter. You can buy jelly. You can buy honey. It'll last a long time. Honey is very good for you. Peanut butter and honey, oh, a treat. Yeah, rice and beans are the bare minimum. I paid $28 for a 50-pound bag of rice over at Sam's Club. Sam's, Costco, a lot of places will sell big quantities of and right now a 50-pound bag of pinto beans is going for about $37.50 or so. Got one of those, and I have a couple hundred pounds of each. I just bought some extra. The reason I bought the extra rice, because normally what I do is I've got long-term storage in food grade buckets. You get a 5-gallon food grade bucket with the food grade lid. You get large size Mylar bags, oxygen absorbers, moisture absorbers. You put your rice or you put your pinto beans or whatever it is in the bag, drop in a couple of oxygen absorbers, drop in a couple of moisture absorbers, seal the bag, put the lid on, seal it, put the date. A grinder. Yes, Uncle Al, you need a grinder for grains. Yes. And you can grind rice and make a flour out of rice. White rice, you do not want to try to store long-term brown rice. Brown rice will not last you. You can't store it for more than 6 months or it goes bad. Oh, I tell you what. Becoming dangerous. I need to have a talk with you, son. You say some good stuff. Nita's Cooking Show. Thank you for being here, Nita. Another good channel. She's on the other side of the world. Yes, pilot bread. Yep. Yep. Lee buys a lot more on a regular basis of freeze-dried foods. He buys a lot of number 10 cans. I think he's buying Thrive. He's got a couple brands that he's connected with that he recommends, and he will buy number 10 cans of like strawberries, meat crumbles, different types of directed type stuff. I buy more meals. Like I've got a ton of Mountain House, the individual meals. I buy boxes of Mountain House. And the way I buy, when I buy Mountain House usually, is I'll buy a 6-pack. It'll have 2 breakfasts and it'll have 4 lunch and dinner entrees. And basically my philosophy, if you're at that point where that's what you're doing, I would basically eat 2 a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. You basically have to have a way to boil water to reconstitute it. It's self-contained, so you basically pour the water in, stir it up a little bit, seal it, wait a while, open it up, stir it up, it's ready to eat. Then you chunk it. You chunk the container. And I buy a lot of those. And you can buy them individually, and right now they're going for $10 or $11 individually, whereas if you buy a 6-pack, you're going to be getting them, for like maybe $6.50 a piece, so you're saving several dollars per meal by getting a box as opposed to getting individual meals, which you can get individual meals and you can order individual meals like different flavors what you want, whereas when you get a box, it's going to come with certain menus, you know. And hardtack, old school, yes. Back in the day, and still today, most MREs and most of the companies that are doing MREs, they usually put a pack of shelf-stable crackers in their meal. You can buy a box of 50. You can order, like on Amazon, you can order a box. I've done it. It'll have 50 packs of those shelf-stable crackers, which if you store them properly out of the heat, they'll last you for 25 years probably. And you'll get those right now at about $1 a pack. So if you buy a box, you're going to be paying about $1 a pack, and it'll have 2 large crackers. You can also get selections of different types of bread. You can get, and usually you'll get a box, and it'll have like maybe 12 servings, 12 different individually wrapped servings of different types of bread. Wheat bread, white bread, different types of, you can get garlic sticks, whatever you want, garlic bread, whatever. You can get boxes of them that'll have a selection of different types. It'll have 3 or 4 of this, 3 or 4 of that. It'll have some shelf-stable tortillas in it as part of the selection. And I've got several boxes of that. Not to mention all the MREs I have. And plus, I open an MRE, I don't eat all the components. And I have purchased a number of like variety boxes where they pile in all sorts of stuff. I could make my own MREs with all the crap that that comes with that. Yes, the old Vietnam. They say they used to. I know a lot of Vietnam veterans. Basically, a lot of the Vietnam War was fought using rations from the Korean War. That stuff keeps a long time if you store it properly. And a lot of that stuff was like, they were feeding them was like, earlier in the war, it was like 15, 20 years old, And they probably still had some stuff that they made in World War II. Every so often, somebody will come on and they'll do a ration review of like a 70-year-old, they'll open up a 70-year-old ration and most of the contents are good. Most of what is in it is still good. Maybe the creamer went bad. Maybe the snack that they put in it, the little Smarties or whatever, the little, that might have went bad. But a lot of times, if it's stored properly, it'll still be good and it'll still be eatable. Cornmeal is a useful item to have on hand as well. Yes, yes, yes. I have a lot of oatmeal stored. I have a lot of the regular oatmeal. I've got a lot of the instant oatmeal, packs of instant oatmeal. I just bought another box of the 52 Quaker Oats over at Sam's. I buy 10 packs of instant oatmeal, variety packs. It'll have several different flavors in it. I get those 10 packs for like $1.65. 2 of those packs with hot water is a meal. I put a little bit of honey in it. When I mix it up, I usually put 8 ounces of water in it, and it is a meal. And it's not an expensive meal either. Hi, X-Ray. So like I said, if you are in here and I have not given you a standard moderator, let me go back after the live stream is over and look through the who's here, look at your channels, and I will see about giving you standard moderator. It's just hard for me to talk and to be doing that and be focusing on both. So I would prefer basically to support the stream of what my content is. So in the process of talking about what you need to have, I tell people for each individual, you want 2 cases of the 24 pack of bottled water a week. And that's basically just for food, for drinking, for mixing food. That's not for hygiene or anything. But you want 2 of the 24 packs of bottled water. If you're going to be taking a shower, if you're going to have one of these portable showers that you can put water in, they have showers that will hold 3 gallons, and they have showers that will hold 5 gallons. It's like being on a ship or being on a submarine. You basically, get yourself wet, soap yourself down, and then you turn it on and you wash yourself off. And that'll keep it down to 3 to 5 gallons. And you don't really want to be using a lot of water like that unless you really have a lot stored. I buy the 24 packs of purified bottled water for about $3.50 a pack. I buy the gallons, plastic bottles that you can reload, or you can refill them. They have a handle on them. They just went up to $1.19. They were $1.16. They went up 3 cents. That's over at Aldi's. I buy the plastic stackable bottles with screw-on lids for about $8 a piece, and they hold 3 gallons. You can stack them. I stack them 3 high. So I have over 100 gallons stored that way. And then I've got a load. I mean, I've got shelves all along my garage full of water. Shelf. I built 3/4 inch plywood building shelves, and very sturdy. They're all stacked with water. So ramen is another thing. You can buy cup of soup. It's in a cup. I get cases of 30 of them. You can get them at Sam's. You can buy them individually. They're about 52 cents a piece individually right now. You can get them chicken flavored, beef flavored. When you heat it, you've got a little packet that you pour into it, and that determines what the flavor is going to be. And 10 ounces of water. 10 ounces of boiling water poured into it. Over at Aldi's, I get the little flat bowls, and you can get chicken, you can get beef. They go for $1 a bowl. They're better than the cup of soup. I get them for $1. I'll get like a 10-pack in the container, and I stack them. You stack several high. Figure 1 a day per person. That's a meal with crackers. You can get the like Dinty Moore or the Hormel, the singles, the completes, and they go for, well, you can get a 3-pack of the Dinty Moore, and it goes for like 3 for $5. You can get the individuals, and it's actually a better deal, and you get those for about $1.25 a piece. 3 of them for like $3.75, almost $4. So another thing, and I've done shorts on this, and if you look at what I've been putting out recently, you go over to Walmart, they sell the Great Value brand as their go-to generic. You can go and you can get a Great Value dark chocolate bar or a milk chocolate bar, or you can get variety bars with nuts and with toffee in them. They go for $1 a piece. They're 3.5 ounces. They store real well for a long time, just keep them out of the heat. They're a lot less expensive than the name brand like Nestle's or whatever. And you get more for what you what you're paying for. You get more, and you can say have one of those a day. That's also giving you calories. $7, 7 days. So when you start, your preparedness, and you start, trying to be prepared for disasters, start working on having enough for a week. So the idea is buy 7 of this and 7 of that per person. Get 24 packs of water. That's $7. Get 7 of the ramen meals. Get 2 of the packs of the oatmeal. You'll actually get a 10-day supply in that, because you get 2 a day. There's 5 days worth in each pack, because there's 10 of them. $1.65, not expensive. Get a couple of boxes of crackers. They're $1.25 a box. You can get the peanut butter, 18-ounce peanut butter. Great value is $2.18. You can get like the squeeze tubes of jelly. They're like $2.34. Like you can get grape or strawberry, different varieties of that, different flavors. Raw honey. You get 1 pound, 16 ounces of raw honey for $6.34 right now. I buy Folgers coffee packets. I get the I got some here. 7. $1 for 7. 7 individual sachets. You drink 1 a day. You drink 2 a day. Figure out how much coffee you drink. I put 8 ounces of water, hot water. Nescafe Taster's Choice, 6 of these for $1.16. 10 ounces of water. You can put creamer, you can put sugar. You can order these, get them. Coffee Mate. You go to the store, you go buy gas, you go buy a cup of coffee, take a few sugars, take a few creamers, put them in the bag. Sugar. Save your salt and peppers. Save your flakes. Various things. Put them in a baggie. Didn't cost you anything. Now I buy them, but you can also get them freebies. Just save them up. I did a short on this. These are different types of singles. A couple pieces of bread or crackers, Spam, chicken, pulled pork, bumblebee tuna, single serves. They're not expensive. You don't have to spend a lot of money to be ready in an emergency. There is a hurricane. You're going to lose power. Chances are for a few days if it comes through. You may lose water. What do you do for hygiene? You have a 5-gallon bucket. You buy a plastic toilet seat for a 5-gallon bucket. You buy 13-gallon trash bags. You put 2 13-gallon trash bags, one inside the other one, draped over the 5-gallon bucket. Put the toilet seat on it. Have some wet wipes, have toilet paper, do your business. Seal the first bag. Seal the second bag over the first bag and go get rid of the bag. That's if you don't have, working plumbing. When I was camping outside, I would just bathe. Oh, good Lord. What were you doing? What were you doing, bus stop? I would just bathe in the river. Well, hopefully the river water's clean, and hope there aren't any gators in the river. crocodiles, gators, or whatever you want to call them. Going fully hectic, that would do the trick. So, if you have not left me a like, please leave me a like. I encourage you to click the bell icon so you receive notification. One of the reasons why people who have been coming onto my live stream have been receiving notifications if they haven't clicked the bell icon is that I have been posting in my community wall. I have been doing shout outs. I have been linking them. And when I do that, I also indicate when my next live stream is. So when they read that, they see, oh, he's got another live stream tonight, or he's got another live stream tomorrow, and at such and such a time. And then I also have linked channels. So like if you're looking to connect with people, you can go on to that community wall and you can connect with any of those channels. So like Thursday night, when I did my live stream, I had 50 channels Thursday night. They're all linked. Community wall yesterday. Did 5 different posts talking about tonight, talking about, you know, giving a picture of something other and talking about something other prepper related. And then I linked 10 channels in each one of those 5 posts. That takes me a little bit of time, but I did it for everybody. So I received a notification. 12 in the house right now. Hi, Creative Redundancy. Yeah, Nito is good. Nito, there some boneheads in government. Somehow there was a powdered milk, baby milk shortage. One of the plants that produces a large amount of our baby milk had to shut down because it got flooded because of where it was built, and they had like the 100-year flood, and it contaminated a bunch of stuff, and we weren't able to produce from that plant. So we were having to get stuff from Europe, having a heck of a time getting stuff from Europe. And nobody really, you know, Nito is something that in the Hispanic community is real big. It's a brand that they purchase. And people weren't thinking about Nito. And I heard people talking about, you know, well, you got to get a goat. You know, you gotta get a female goat. You know, you gotta feed that child. You know, milk for the child. You know, gotta get a goat. Use goat's milk. You can use goat's milk. But people were freaking out, you know, that they would have a way for their child. So yeah, getting Nito, buying powdered milk. I get a lot of freeze-dried. I've got tons of freeze-dried powdered milk that's good for 30 years. You know, tons of it. You just basically have to mix it with water, and then if you have access to a 12-volt refrigerator powered by the sun and lithium and air and wind, you know, multiple power sources for it, you can have a 50-quart 12-volt 24-volt refrigerator freezer, and you can get them for like $300. They'll last a couple of years. They'll run for a couple of years before the compressor gives out. Now you want to get like a super top of the line model. It costs you right at $1,000, but it'll probably you could probably run the thing for 5-6 years before it, you know, it would break down. So what my advice is, 1 is good, 2 is better. So it's a good idea to have 2 of them. One that you use like camping, the freeze, the power goes out, or if there's a freeze and the power goes out, you don't really have to worry about keeping stuff cold because it's going to be cold. But let's say there's a storm or something other and the power goes out for several days. It's good to have a you know, now it could be you might have a gas or a propane dual fuel generator, and you can use that in an emergency for a few days or a week, and you can have enough fuel to run it for a few days or a week or whatever, 10 days. And you can keep your refrigerator, you can probably keep your freezer running, and that way you don't lose anything. But then I would also encourage you to get a 12-volt. You can get a Bouge RV, or there are different brands you can get. They come with a couple-year warranty. I would encourage you to get one. I'd encourage you to get two, have a backup. I buy backups. I've got a bunch of 12-volt appliances. I very rarely use them. Every once in a while, I just break them out and use them just to make sure they're still working. And I have spares. They're not expensive. Having lithium batteries, a 100 amp, which is 1300 watts, a lithium battery is going to run you right now. The going rate's about $300 for a good one. Something will be good for, say, 3,500 cycles to 80%. In other words, it'll be good for 10 years before it starts you lose down to where it charges to about 80% full power, and that's using it regularly. I would recommend getting 3 of those as opposed to getting one 300 amp hour battery because of the weight and the size and the weight of it. It'd be better just to get 3 and chain them. Have a good charge controller. Have solar panels on your roof. I have 8 solar panels on my patio roof wired into my kitchen with 3 batteries. I also have some other battery type generators. I just when they had the Amazon Prime, I just bought a Blue Eddy. I haven't unboxed it yet. I need to do an unboxing. I need to show everybody what I got. I got it 44% off regular price. 44% off regular price. I know Lee bought some toys. He bought some stuff. Prime, good stuff. That's when you spend your money. It's when you can get a good discount. If you advertise your lives on others' channels, is it okay for others to advertise their lives on yours? I mean, you want to put down when your next live stream is, Lee? I mean, I go to your live streams. I don't mind that. I would like a blue wrench from you. But no, if you'd like to and sometimes I will link. Sometimes I will do a post and I will link somebody is that what they're doing or when they're doing something other. I mean, I help my friends. I consider you a friend. Little couple hours away from you, but I consider you a friend. If you want to list when your live stream is, that's fine. As a matter of fact, I think Little Lone Prepper is one of your moderators sometimes, if I'm not mistaken, and she's moderating for me tonight. So as an example, I went over to Aldi's and I bought 3 48-ounce long grain rice, $1.82 a piece. Right now, a great value long grain enriched rice, a 5-pound bag, is $3.34 over at Walmart. You get a better deal at Aldi. Great value pinto beans. Right now, a 4-pound bag is $3.76. They have went up on their powdered beverages, their individual sachet packs. Everything was $1. Everything was $1 for a long time. Now, if you want to get a 10-pack of one of the flavors, great value, you're going to pay $2.24 for a 10-pack. It's basically $1 a little sachet. Sweet tea, tea with peach, tea with lemon, different flavors, the grape, the orange, the cherry. It's all $2.24, $2.25 for 10. The only thing that has not gone up, knock on wood, is the Folgers coffee. The 7-pack of Folgers coffee is still $1. Or Igoroto 1. Shout out to all. Thank you for being here. when I get the chance, I will check your channel. There's a bunch of channels I need to check and see if I can give you a standard moderator. I want to research your channel. If I'm not linked to your channel, I'd like to link to your channel so we grow together, connect. But I need to look at your channel before I do that. I want to make sure you're not a bot. I want to make sure you're not putting out stuff that I don't appreciate. However, Little Lone Prepper, who's moderating for me, will link your channel. She'll put a link to your channel. Also, if you go back in the stream, you'll find other channels if you're interested in connecting with them that have been linked. You can go to that link and click on that to get into get to their channel. I would encourage everybody to look at my community wall. My last several live streams that I've done, I have linked all those channels that came into my live stream on my community wall. There is a link on my community wall to those channels. So if you want to connect with one of those channels that you haven't connected with, you want to go look at go to my community wall post for the last week or so and look to see who's linked. They're linked there. I had 50 channels. I had 47 channels, and then I had 3 more that came in after and did the replays. They're friends of mine that weren't on but they came back and they'll give me a full play. And so I linked 50 channels. I did the same thing on Thursday. I think the last couple of on Thursday, and then on Saturdays, I linked all those. There are about 50 in each one. A lot of them are the same ones, but there were some differences. Susanna Morrison, proud single mom, thank you for being here. I visited your channel briefly today and left you a few comments. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate you. I will say this, and I said this to Gil over at Kent Patton, and we all have our areas of knowledge, and we can all help each other when it comes to information and support each other and support each other's channels. And I'm a good friend to have. I can be a very good friend to a person. I'm a loyal friend to a person. I'm old school. I'm not from today's generation. My generation was the World War II people. My parents went through the Great Depression. They went through World War II. I was a late life baby. My parents were married for 21 years before they had me. So I should have probably been married. I should have been born in the late 40s is probably when I should have been born. And I was born in 62. I'm 61 years old. So, we're about 63 minutes in, 14 in the stream. A comment that I had made based on what I had seen in the news. India is expecting shortages because they're anticipating Ukraine is going to be shipping out grains the way they have been. So because they depend on a lot of those bulk shipments, they're going to suspend shipping out rice, which they export 40% of the world's rice that's exported. They're going to stop doing that for right now. And I think it has a lot to do with what happens in Ukraine, because Ukraine is not able to safely ship out its grains and its food raw materials. With the war going on and with the problems with Russia and everything, that agreement they had is broken down. So I'm thinking that India sees that, and they got 1.5 billion people. They got 5 times our population. They don't want to try to be shipping out if they're going to be short. That's going to affect the price of rice. It's also probably going to create a shortage. I expect it's going to go way up, so I encourage people to buy rice now. Buy rice, buy pinto beans. Hello, Nita. Another excellent channel. $30 likes, thank you. If you have not left me a like, please leave me a like. Please leave me a supportive comment. Come back after the video's over, and please leave me a like and a supportive comment. I will make sure you get posted on my community wall, and I will try to give you some view time. I go to people's live streams the same way they come into my live stream. I go to their live stream and I give them view time. I leave supportive comments. If you want to link your channel or link a video on your channel, you've got a Blue Wrench, please do so. Oftentimes we'll go into a live stream and I will link my current, whatever my current video is, I will link it. You're trying to find an online. I'm at 60 credits, basically one class from finishing your 2 years. Community college, yes. Victoria College in Victoria, Texas. My daughter has an associate's degree from Victoria College, Community College. They have arrangements with most of the high schools in the area for dual credit. I don't know if you're familiar with what dual credit is, but that's where you can basically, usually as a sophomore, junior, or a senior, usually juniors and seniors, they will take their basics, which would be like first year, some second year classes from community college as dual credit. Usually in the 11th grade, they take their freshman English. They get dual credit for that. And their senior year, they'll take their sophomore English. Likewise, government economics will usually count. They can take dual credit. They can take their American history for dual credit. Algebra, calculus, different classes, biology, and they can get that out of the way, do it for dual credit. Community college charges a lot less than a university does. Also, one of the benefits to high school students is usually the district will work a deal with the college for lower prices. My daughter, when she graduated from high school, she had 30 hours towards her associate's degree. I was actually my daughter's principal. I was my daughter's high school principal. Well, as far as like getting a degree, you have a degree plan. They write you a degree plan. It's like a graduation plan, what you need to have, and then electives that you can take. When it comes to prepping, I encourage everybody to get a spiral, get a notebook, and, window shop. Go online. You got a computer. You're on a computer right now, or you're on a phone right now. Look at Amazon. Look at Walmart. Look at prices. Comparison shop. You can order stuff. You can also get stuff in the store. The sporting goods department at Walmart, they've got a lot of stuff, a lot of good preps, It's a good idea to have a portable shower, one of those little showers, $22. It'll have a bag, it'll have a shower head with tubing, got a little turn it on and off, fill it up with water. You got to be able to hang it. You can set something up. Now, mind you, 5 gallons is like over 40 pounds, so you're going to have it. It's going to have to be strong enough to be able to hold the weight. It's got to be able to hold the weight. Hey, Pastor Green, thank you for being here. I enjoyed your scripture study this morning. I really enjoyed it. I actually got you on my 2 different channels, so I gave you a double. I gave you a double like. I gave you a double comments, double watch time. Mike Chrysler Reviews, a great source of. If you like ration reviews, if you like some of the foreign rations, Mike puts out a custom ration he's given out to certain people. I've watched that. That's a good ration, but that's not a cheap ration either. He normally will put like $11 Mountain House main meal in it, plus all the other little goodies he puts in there. That's probably about a $30, $35 ration when he gets it together, or more, depending on if it's just a single or if it's a 24-hour. Now, here's the other thing, becoming dangerous. You transfer into a program someplace, and you've got credits. They will usually give you a portion. They'll give you credit for a portion of your hours, but then they want you to basically take a certain number of courses before they're going to want to give you a degree, or they're going to want to let you finish a program through them. They're going to want you to basically be in-house for a certain number of classes, and I don't think you're going to get them to agree to do that with just one or two classes. Now, you might be able to enroll and take one or two classes, but I don't know that you will be able to get your... Now, the other thing you can do is that you can enroll someplace and get one or two classes in if you only need one or two classes, and then you can go back to your original, wherever you got the bulk of your classes or whatever program you were in, and you can give them the transcript from that other school, and oftentimes they will let you go ahead and graduate with their degree, even though that two or three of those classes you might have taken were at a different university, because most of it, or a different college, because most of it came from their college. So you might want to work it that way. So as I was saying, make a list. You know what you make a shopping list. You know what you use. You know what you eat. You know what you like. Start buying extras. Set it aside. Get some plastic totes. You can get plastic totes. They're not that expensive, like $10 for a plastic tote over at Walmart. A pretty good sized plastic tote. I've got like 50 or 60 of them. And then I've got a black book, and it's got all sorts of stuff. I've got them numbered, and I indicate what's in them. You know, inventories. I inventory what I've got. You want to know, and it's good to have it on paper. I know a lot of people are computers, but what happens if the computer doesn't work? There's an EMP. You're going to be back in the Stone Age. You better have a supply of pens, pencils, erasers, paper, spirals, binders, liquid paper, whatever you use. Have a supply of it, because that's what you're going to be using. Have yourself a good Bible. The Catholics use St. Joseph in the United States. Most of the Protestants use King James. Some of them use like New International Version, or they've got different versions, you know, that they use. Get yourself a good Haley's Bible Handbook. You know, it would be nice if you had an encyclopedia set. When I was a kid, I did not have a computer. I had an encyclopedia set. World Book. You can go and get an older set. You can get like a 15, 20-year-old set of World Book encyclopedias at a reasonable rate. You go to a used bookstore or some such, or you look online on, you know, look at eBay or whatever, and you can buy stuff. You want you want some medical books. You want some gardening books. You want some how to build things, different types of what you're interested in, what you need to know. You want all that in book form. Here's one I got at Sam's here recently. Haven't read it. Survival Handbook. It's got all sorts of good stuff in it. Pictures. You want to have stuff like that. What are you going to do if something happens to keep yourself interested? You better have some playing cards. You better have some dominoes. You better have some checkers. You better have Monopoly. Whatever you want to play, you better have some stuff to entertain yourself and your friends. Have some darts. Have, you know, what do you like to do? Have some stuff to entertain yourself. You need to have multiple good first aid kits. Beyond a boo-boo kit, you need to have a tourniquet. You need to have a couple pressure bandages. You need to have some blood stop, bleed stop, different brands, different. You can get generic. You need to have a trauma kit. Be on a boo-boo kit just in case something happens. You need to be able to Lee, if you're still there, I know you've asked me on occasion to come on and talk about a subject. If you really want me to do that, we can talk. Email me your phone number and I'll text you so we can make arrangements to talk. Apparently somebody came on and tried to post something inappropriate and they got shut down. Thank you, Bus Stop. I think you were the one that caught them. Juju, I'm very confused. I don't know you. Basically what's happened is I've had so many channels come in this evening that I'm at the point where they just swamp me and I could not concentrate on trying to talk and also look to see whether I was going to give them a standard moderator. So I basically just got overwhelmed on that one. I'll go back afterwards and look at them and see who I can give a standard moderator to, who I'm subscribed to, who I'm not subscribed to. I will be making some posts on my community wall. I encourage everybody to please go ahead and hit the bell icon where you receive notifications. But for those of you who have been coming into my live streams, I will link your channel on one of my posts so that you'll get a notification. I usually will do that when I do a notification of when my next live stream is. My next live stream will be tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. And it will be a Coffee Talk number 10. This is my Taco Talk. I've got 3 different series. I've got a premiere talk. So I'll have a premiere Tuesday, and then afterwards I'll do a live stream, probably for 30 minutes or so. I'm doing first aid kits on my premiere. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. I also talk about prices. If you go in and if you look at the description of the video, it will talk about prices and such. It'll also talk about the qualifications for my subscriber giveaways. I'm going to be doing a 1,300 subscriber giveaway. I'm already past 1,300 subscribers, but I'll be doing a 1,300 subscriber giveaway probably next coming weekend or so. And to be qualified for my subscriber giveaway, you need to leave me a like and a comment on my last 5 videos. I'm not talking my shorts. I'm not talking my post on my wall. I'm not talking about my lives. I'm talking about my regular videos. My last video that I had was like 4 days ago, and that was my 1,200 subscriber giveaway video. So you need to look at last 5 videos, leave me a like and supportive comment, be subscribed. To qualify for the drawing, every 100 subscribers I do a drawing, and I send a nice goodie box. You can also see one of my videos. Look at one of those videos I always show what I'm giving out. I don't know, Bus Stop. Right now there's like 9 in the house. 34 likes. Well, it has been a long day. Creative redundancy. Okay, David, sliding out. Take care. Thank you. Ungrateful Peasant. October is coming up. Yes, it is. Everybody, please remember the Boy Scout motto, be prepared. Everybody, always be prepared. Everybody, always remember to thank the Lord for what you have. Be kind to others. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Do unto others as you'd have others do unto you. The golden rule. Tell people to have a blessed day. I always tell people have a blessed day. And help those in need. I will be posting on my community wall. I will post channels that were here tonight. I encourage you, wait 5 or 6 minutes after I get ready to end. Come back, leave me a comment, leave me a like. I will come back and I will view some of your stuff. I try to give back to those who view me. Everybody, have a blessed day. Life is good. And I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream at this point.